Hey everyone, so I have been on this trip to Oxford with my best friend, and we mainly went because we wanted to go book shopping and visit the library, and of course visit anything that had to do with J.R.R. Tolkien. He is one of our favorite authors, and so we had a lot of fun in Oxford, and I thought it would be nice to take you guys on this trip. I have been filming a lot. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. But first of all, let me start with sharing which books that I bought. I only bought 3 books. The first one is an old Charles Dickens novel, and it has hard times and pictures from Italy. So yeah, it's just a very old edition and it has beautiful pictures in it, and it only cost me £6.50, so that's not a lot. The next one I picked is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I've already read this book, but I didn't have it in my collection yet, and since I want to reread it someday, I thought I might as well get a copy. Now I picked this one because one, the cover is stunning. I have an obsession with boats on book covers. It's just stunning. And secondly, because this is a text with criticism, and there are special notes and early versions of the book, and I thought that is super interesting. The third book that I picked is a more modern book, and that is Rebecca. I really love this cover and I hadn't seen it anywhere here in Belgium, so I picked it up. It is a paperback, and I have heard so much praise about Rebecca and that this novel is amazing. So I wanted to give it a try, and I love the cover so much. So yeah, I cannot wait to read this one. First, we went to see the bench of J.R.R. Tolkien, where he spent a lot of his time. We spent some time there too, and it was so peaceful and beautiful, and it was lovely. And then we went to the graveyard where you can visit his grave. There were little signs that you can follow, and it was quite easy to find the grave. He is buried with his wife, and I love that it says Baron and Luthien. That's just beautiful. We also explored the city, beautiful buildings. Oxford is just so beautiful, and those old buildings are amazing. We bought our tickets here for the library, for our visit to the library, and those were just the bookshelves on top. This is the building of the library, and there was this gate, and when you passed through this gate, you came to this beautiful square. Just look at it, that is just so beautiful. And we also walked around the square a little bit. There also was this iron gate and a beautiful building behind it. Tried to film it because the gate was closed, but I think it's some kind of college building. Then we went on to our trip to the library, and yeah, it was very, very beautiful. I also saw some Homer and Virgil books, and of course I needed to film that for you guys. This is amazing. Of course, we also visited Waterstones. They have a huge selection of everything your heart desires, and I didn't buy anything, but I did enjoy my stay. They had a whole Shakespeare bookshelf, and of course also one for J.R.R. Tolkien. And the classics selection was amazing. I spent a lot of time there. Of course, we also needed to visit Blackwell's. They had a beautiful Tolkien selection. And they also had these cute notebooks made from old books. The classics selection was amazing, as you can see. And then this second-hand bookstore, St. Philip's Books. This was the most wonderful place that I've been. It is such a nice store. It has such a huge selection of secondhand books and a lot of classic literature too. There was a moment when we were completely alone, and it is so cute. I really needed to hold myself back from purchasing this big book, but it would have been way too heavy to take it with me. In London, there is this beautiful bookshop on the water, and it is called Word on the Water. It has a nice fireplace inside, and it is super cute to visit.